Hey Spuds, how's it going? It's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. First video, I don't know, but either way, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today, we're re-exploring a topic I've looked at before about accidental allies. Now, if you don't know what an accidental ally is, I will tell you right now. Are you ready? I don't know why I'm hyping it up. An accidental ally is someone who's tried to be homophobic or transphobic or biphobic or any other kind of phobic towards the LGBT plus community, but they've accidentally been very positive, or they've said the opposite of what they've meant, or what they've meant has not come out in the way they meant it. I've done a similar video to this like a while back, but I think I just looked at trans related ones, so like transphobes accidentally being allies, but this one I've opened it up a bit more, and I think there's some homophobes as well. I guess we'll just get on with it. Let's all have the good fuzzy heartwarming feels to some actual transphobes and homophobes, because they got it wrong. Yay. People, just your daily reminder, I think there's a comma missing there. Trans men do not belong in women's sports, because they have an advantage against the girls. Also, as the best conservative said, trans men are not women. Davin. Thank you, Davin. Thank you, Davin. So trans men do not belong in sports for women. For just a singular woman sports. And the best conservative said that trans men are not women. So trans men are not singular woman. That is correct. Trans men are men. Trans men do not belong in women's sport. I agree, Davin. You were very right, because trans men such as myself are men. Therefore, we should not be in women's spaces. Trans women, on the other hand, should be competing in women's sports. I want that framed, just trans men are not women. World's greatest birthing person. Happy Birthing Person's Day. An ad from Ben Shapiro. Thanks. Great. Did he pay for this? Did he put money behind this? Because that's really funny. Yeah, because SS, super straight, isn't a real sexuality. Okay, trans isn't a sexuality because I say so, so it's not. I mean, it's not just because you say so, it just isn't. Being trans is not a sexuality. I'm really glad that you are also aware of that. But it was a thing before you said it, just FYI. But thank you. As a trans girl, we are Autobots. Nice. You're not trans. You're still a female. I don't think a trans woman is going to be upset if you're calling her a woman. So I think a lot of this always stems from transphobes thinking that trans people cannot possibly look in the stereotypical way for their gender. That there's this expectation that you'll always be able to tell, particularly with trans women. It's like, oh, if I can't tell, because I can always tell, then you must be transitioning the other way. A lot of people have assumed I'm a trans woman and I have not begun my transition yet. And they're like, you will never be a woman, and then there's me here as a trans man just being like, yes, thank you. I know, it feels so validating to hear you say that. These are the same people who freak out when you tell them the opposite of transgender is cisgender, not normal. Both entirely imaginary concepts. Damn bro, you're right. Normal is an entirely imaginary concept. Accidentally supportive moment. Yeah, it's not transgender people and normal people, it's just trans and cis. Just, they mean the opposite things. I kind of assume they're calling cis people imaginary as well, which means literally everybody is imaginary. Nobody is real. I stand behind President Trump. What, like in a post office queue? Me too. I stand with you. That's a pride sticker. I stand in rainbow and you in the trans flag. Thank you for your very public display of acceptance. Them is plural though. I mean, it can be, but it's also singular. What do you call a person of unspecified gender then? Like if I just met someone who was androgynous and didn't want to assume anything, what should I call them? Their name, maybe. The name. The amount of times this happens. I cannot possibly use they, them, their pronouns in a singular context. How does this even work? My brain will combust if I am made to do this. Saying their name, maybe, you've just referred to a single person using they, them pronouns. Congratulations. And hello, I'm just taking a minute to interrupt my own video to talk to you very quickly about today's video sponsor, Raycon. I love Raycon, you know I love Raycon. I have talked about Raycon multiple times on this channel. How many times can I say Raycon? Raycon are wireless earbuds with great sound starting at half the price of other brands. For something so tiny, and I mean like tiny, look tiny in a little tiny box. You get a lot, including 6 hours of playtime, stress-free Bluetooth connection, and I think we can all agree that's an important one. And each pair of earbuds come with a variety of fit choices, giving you a comfortable and noise-isolating fit. Plus, this also means they really won't fall out. You can dance around, shake about, run, walk, I don't know, whatever it might be that you get up to when you wear earbuds, and they will stay safely in your ear holes. Seriously, I wear mine whilst I'm working out, doing the hoovering, DIY, walking. I don't run, but if I did run, I would wear them whilst running, and they have never fallen out. They also come in a range of colours and patterns, so you can pick a pair that best suit you. So go check out Raycon by clicking the link in the description box or going to buyraycon.com/Jammidodger to get 15% off your purchase. And now back to the accidental allies. Thank you so much for listening. Imagine being a 5'8" girl and having some 6'11" bald guy with tattoos walk into your changing room. This comment was left on a PragerU video, and I do believe they're trying to imply that the 6'11" bald guy with tattoos is a trans woman. Exactly, you're so right, Jonathan. It is cisgender men who prey on women in private spaces, not transgender women. Transgender women are in the bathrooms they're supposed to be in. Thank you for being a good ally. That's a really good response. I mean, what else can I say? You're trying to make up a scenario, you're trying to scapegoat using trans women. I like girls that are actually girls. Cis girls and trans girls, because both are girls that are actually girls. All people who are girls are actually girls. So you could just say, I like girls. Gives the same message across. Social media has some great gems of holiday advice. My younger brother is trans. My parents have been horrendous about dead naming and misgendering him. At Thanksgiving, I used an air horn to correct them. I fixed a 2 to 3 year long problem in 2 seconds. 10 out of 10 would recommend this training method. I've read this one before, it's very sweet. What is new is the comments that come after, but let's just have a moment for yes. Beautiful siblingness. I'm sorry, but your brother ain't a girl, and I'm not going to support that delusion outside of his own head. Yes, his brother is not a girl, that's why he is using male pronouns for his brother, and expressing that their parents do not do this. When you try to be transphobic, but end up accidentally affirming this person's gender. We love to see it. Thank you. Me that is confused if you are a boy or a girl. Neither. How is that even possible? Are you a god? Just respond with yes. Clearly, yes. I think we discussed this in a video not so long ago. Non-binary people are God. I'll pass. I'll use logic and refer to a singular person in a singular manner. Oh, somebody else that doesn't like they, them pronouns and doesn't realise they're also singular. That's cool, as long as you don't say it to their face. I will happily say it to their face. I've done it before and ain't about to stop anytime soon. Their face. Says the moron with pronouns in their profile. Oh, see, they used a singular there. Oh, look, it's a girl who thinks her transphobic opinion is actually doing something. You get him, girl. Transphobic isn't a word, it's mental illness. Did they literally confuse the word transphobic and transgender? Are you serious? Okay. Philosophy Tube, Abigail Thorne, coming out as a trans woman on Twitter. Very wonderful, lovely. And then somebody decided to reply, there's no such thing as a trans woman. You're just a woman and will never be a real man. By the looks of it, you're not going to fool anyone either. How beautifully validating. What a wonderful thing to comment. Thank you. The only slight negative is saying there's no such thing as a trans woman, because there are women who are trans out there. But also, on the other hand, trans women are just women, and we just use the adjective trans in relevant context to describe people who are trans. And that's it for today's video. Did you like it? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's good fun looking through accidental allies, because really just some people are angry and mean and just don't want to accept something or adjust their worldview in any way, and if that's what they want to do, we can't control it. But what is wonderful is when they really try to express those views and bring trans people down, LGBT plus people down, and just fail miserably and affirm people whilst they're doing that. Let me know if it made you smile, and yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. Think about giving a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure, I nearly forgot that. And I will see you next time. Much love. Bye.